So it is time to take a look at the new Tier 7 Premium Platoon. The AMX-13 HOT is a very interesting little light tank. It's basically a AMX-13 with 6 ATGM launchers attached to it, which does make this thing very interesting. And honestly, I do like this platoon. I'm personally a big fan of ATGMs. I mean, if you have watched my channel for a while, you probably know that I've been doing some crazy things with the ATGM carriers. But today we'll be taking a look at the AMX-13 HOT. Now, its primary weapon is a 75mm cannon. It is fairly fast. 17 horsepower per ton is the specific power. It weighs 16 tons, 3 crew members. This is a autoloader. Average penetration with the 75 is 183mm. And of course this is a light tank. It basically has no armor, but it has some good speed. And it has 6 secondary ATGM launchers attached to it, which make the firepower of this little tank a serious threat. Now, it was kind of funny to drive this around because everyone is basically looking at it, and it is a very big primary target. When I say big primary target, I mean if someone sees this vehicle, it's going to get shot by or bombed by bombers. In any case, let's go and take this thing for a ride, see what kind of, you know, games I'll get with it. Now, I've been playing this tank for several hours now, and I played the whole platoon, and I would say the AMX-50 is definitely the one that I personally played the most, because that thing is kind of silly. But I really do like the rocket launchers or ATGM launchers on this thing. You can play it like a classic ATGM box very easily. And as you can see, yeah, that object really wanted a piece of this tank. Whoops, my apologies. Now the drawback is on the fact that the button for the missile is very small. The one thing that the game does kinda need is precise little buttons, because when I played this tank, there has been a lot of situations where I misclicked. Basically, I didn't click on the rocket, I missed the button because it's small. And for a vehicle like this, I would say the ATGM, the missile, should be the primary weapon. So there has to be an option added that can kind of switch the primary weapons if the vehicle has multiple platforms on the hull. But those ATGMs are kinda scary, not gonna lie. I think they have about the same penetration as the Baguette 2 HOT. I mean, I think it's the same ATGM, but the only difference is you have like 6 of them attached on this tank, while on the Baguette you have one that has a reload. And of course, the placement of the ATGMs doesn't really allow you to use the vehicle the same way as you would use a ATGM box, for example. But you can flank, and in that aspect it works really well. Now, unfortunately, you cannot fire the missiles on the move. You have to be stationary in order to fire the rockets or the ATGMs. So I guess that's also one of the drawbacks on this vehicle. And of course, the placement means that you have to be careful with how you send those rockets or ATGMs, because sometimes you will be firing them at the wall like I did. And that's basically the main drawback for this little tank. And that was unfortunate, but I did blow up the leopard. Oh well, let's finish the match with the AMX-50. Now there will be a separate video on the AMX-50. As I mentioned before, I really do like this. This is basically the most driven vehicle that I have in this platoon, and not because I mean, I actually thought that I would like the AMX-13 hot the most, and honestly I do like the vehicle. It is just a little weird tank. Well, not weird in that aspect, or in that sense, but the largest drawback that I see on the AMX-13 is the button. We really need precise little buttons for them, but the AMX-13 definitely has like the best firepower, that's for sure. Those ATGMs are very scary. Oh look, a bomb. Let's go back to cover. There we go. Actually, when I think about it, I think the AMX-13 might be my favorite vehicle of the platoon because of those ATGMs. Oh look, more bombs. See, that's what I'm talking about. The moment players spot the new vehicle, especially when I'm playing it before it's actually launched, every single bomb, every single rocket and missile will be directed towards the new tanks. But I have 7 kills, so not bad, I would say. I mean, once you get used to the AMX-13, that's probably the scariest little tank, the scariest light tank in the game at the moment. Now I'm thinking if I should go back to the base. I think I should go back to the base. I mean base, just not base but spawn point. And there is a ZTZ. Maybe I get, of course, that happens. Would have been a very nice shot and would have been probably the 8th kill if I didn't mess that up. Oh well, let me drop some bombs onto... Well, I guess I have to do it in the base because we have a couple tanks in the base. Okay, maybe I get a kill. Okay, that's kill number 8, I'll take it. Not bad. I mean, the match is probably lost, but I think it was still a good round. The gun depression on the AMX-13 is pretty good. Has an autoloader. Didn't look like it was stabilized. Okay, not really sure what happened there, but that was a miss. Well, yeah, defeat 8 kills, I'll take it, not bad. Was still a pretty good match. Okay. Well, that's very interesting start. Let's go and see if I can play a bit better in this new match. Ironically, I got the same map. The game spins like 3 maps for 3 hours in my case. Sometimes doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter if I leave early or doesn't matter if I leave on the start. I get the same map like over and over and over again. So that's basically what's been happening here. This is literally the very next match played. Okay, that's nice kill over pressured. Okay. This position is really good. You can technically pull a hull down, but it would be something like this, where not a true hull down, but it works. And I can't really go all the way. Like I can peek all the way because I will expose the turret, and the turret is vulnerable. I mean, the tank has no armor, so have to be careful not to expose too much of it. And let's drop some bombs right there, bombs there, and let's well, okay. Why? They definitely did something with the aircraft controls, or maybe it's just my bad internet, but for some reason I am not able to control the aircraft as much as I used to. I mean, maybe it's just the button placement that I feel it's a bit odd, but that we really need to have customizable button size and stuff like that. Now we have a tank on the hill there. Not really sure if that's like a ATGM box. If it is, I have to be careful. Oh, it is a Leopard A1A1. Oops, I didn't aim properly. Okay, hit the turret and killed the gunner and commander. That killed the loader. The rockets or the ATGMs are almost finished reloading, and then I can perhaps send a ATGM towards the Leopard. But of course, let me just wait out the bombardment, since I usually get killed by artillery. I don't know how that always happens, but okay. Missile launched. That's a very good hit. The accuracy and stability of the ATGM on this vehicle is really solid, really good. It is still a tank though. I think this is like the... Can this be classified as a missile tank? I mean, the IT-1 is a missile tank, and then there is this. I think this is like the second, technically the second missile tank that we have. Definitely would love to have more of these added in the game. That was a very good hit. Right in the ammo. So the ATGM does do a lot of damage. This is one of the vehicles that you should play, like you play the BTR for example, or same way you play some of the other SPAAs or vehicles with autocannons. This vehicle has the same gameplay style as those tanks. Oh, a T-10A, but I missed that. And there is one more tank on... There's a tank climbing the hill. Yeah, that's a rocket. Yeah, that's... Oop. Let me just fall back. Yeah. Not much I can do about the... Not much I can do about that tank. That is still a very, very scary... A very scary ATGM box. And it seems like we are going to win the second battle today. 5 kills, not bad. I mean, that depends on how you play the match. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's pretty average. With this vehicle, you can definitely do a lot more than this, that's for sure. Well, that was a very nice little match, and let's go to the next one. Now, I have been exploring different playstyles with the AMX-13, and so far playing it as a ATGM box is definitely... It feels like the more accurate way to play this, I guess.
Thank you very much. Affirmative.
But at the same time, as I mentioned before, playing it like a SPAA or a flanking vehicle is also a very good idea. The thing is, let me just, yeah, there we go, missile launched, and missile did no damage, or I messed up something.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
That's a good hit. I feel like in realistic battles, this tank will be amazing. Because in realistic battles, where you have no markers and stuff like that, it is very easy to hide. And I think this vehicle relies on stealth a lot. You can easily hide it behind a rock or behind a building, since this is a very small tank. Allows you to basically take good advantage of the terrain and things like that, and which is definitely a good thing. Oh, a yak tiger. Oh, that's going to be a very lovely explosion. There we go, right in the ammo. Now, while the missiles are reloading, I will go and wait in cover here. Definitely a very good position for this tank, right around this rock. Not the best position. There is a better position, a bit to the left, but if I go there, I definitely risk getting flanked. So I'm just going to stay at the position that I'm currently at. And I will drop some bombs, as I usually do when I'm flying an aircraft. That was some horrendous accuracy with the missiles. I don't know, for some reason I need to get used to the aircraft controls again, since it does feel like they have changed something. Or maybe they didn't change anything. Maybe the button placement is definitely the thing that's making things a bit, weird for me. But does look like we will probably win this match. Famous last words.
Keep it up and victory will be ours. The Allied forces have
Maybe it's time for me to actually move a little bit forwards. The one thing that I wish that this tank could do is fire the ATGM on the move. I feel like if it were able to fire on the move, I would definitely play this a lot more, let's say, aggressively. Would be able to drive it like the IT-1, for example. Unfortunately, the ATGM placement is, it looks good, I guess. It's one way to do it. I just wish that the ATGMs were placed like on top of the vehicle. If they were placed on top or at the back, it would be definitely a lot better when it comes to the overall tank performance, and would be much easier to actually use the missiles. But that's not something the developers could do. They made the tank based on an actual tank, so you have to blame those engineers that actually made the tank in real life. Because, that's the AMX-13 hot, I guess. Well, let me actually move a little bit forward, or yeah, let's just keep on driving around a little bit. Yeah, we are definitely going to win this match. Kinda wish that I did destroy the two tanks on the very start a bit faster. But again, the placement of the ATGMs definitely needs to get some used to, because they are placed on left and right, on the left and right side of the turret. So you have to position yourself in such a way that you can shoot both. Actually, all three of them, since it has like 3 ATGM launchers attached to it. Well then, that was a victory. That was a nice one as well. But with that being said, that was the AMX-13 HOT, the new premium vehicle, the new premium platoon, or should I say the new premium tank in this case, since obviously did not play the whole platoon, but I definitely will cover all of the tanks in the new platoon. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.